Hey guys, these are my top 10 money saving sustainable swaps part 1. I'm back with my little bag of goodies. Woo! And we're back on like a positive note today, leaving the drama behind, and we're going to crack on with the things that really matter, or the things that really matter to me. And I'm hoping to just spread that positivity and inspire people to make good choices. That's why we're here. So I'm going to bring you my top 10 sustainable swaps. So they are swaps that aren't only good for the planet, but they're going to be good for your purse as well. Oh my God. I'm just full of the quotes today. Okay, so basically they are 10 hacks to saving you money, saving you time, but also saving the planet at the same time. And they genuinely are my top 10 favorite swaps. I believe 10 swaps that if everybody made, it would make such an impact and such a difference to especially plastic pollution. As we know, or if you don't know, plastic, it doesn't biodegrade, it ends up in landfill, it's there for hundreds and hundreds of years. So if we can avoid using it, then why not? And there are solutions out there, but it's just finding them. So that's kind of what today's based on. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Jenna, and on this little channel of mine, we speak all things married at first sight related, vegan, sustainable, gay, you name it. We'll probably talk about it. If there's anything in particular you want me to talk about, then just pop it in the comments below. I'd be intrigued to know what you all want to talk about. Oh, also, alopecia. I have alopecia, I wear wigs, as you can probably tell. So yeah, that's another topic of conversation that I will be speaking on in future. But like I say, for today, it's my top 10 favorite sustainable hacks, swaps that you need to make now. And do you know what? They're all in this little bag, which has just absolutely blown my mind. That's so doable. That's actually really doable. If everybody watched this video, not that they're going to, but if everybody made these 10 swaps, they're all just in this little bag. It's so manageable, and I didn't even think about it like that. Wow, we need to spread the message, guys. Top 10 hacks, and then if everybody made these 10 little changes in their life, and we can just like see how much of a difference it would make. I mean, we probably won't be able to monitor that at all, but I think it would make a huge difference. Yeah, so you're probably eager to know what's in the bag. So let's crack on. I'm gonna empty this sucker all over the floor. Actually, let me get a little pillow. Oh, what was that? Okay, so we're gonna kick off number 1 with the first ever swap that I made knowingly, if you know what I mean. So this is my first ever zero waste swap. I did this years ago and I have never looked back since. And to be honest, all of these swaps that I've made, I've never looked back. They are just changes that I made at the time, and I've stuck with it, and it's just made much more sense and saved me a lot of hassle, to be honest. So number 1, we're gonna go with the safety razor. So a safety razor is basically just a reusable razor. You can use it over and over again. The only thing that you have to buy and change out is the blade. And the blade just like fits into the top here. You just kind of unscrew it. Shall I give you a little demonstration? Why not? It screws off like this. Top comes off. The blade just like pops on these little 3. Oh, shit balls. The blade just goes onto here. You pop that back on. Don't put that back on upside down, because Zoe did that and then she couldn't use it. She's like, why is it not working? It's blunt. I was like, it's because you got it on the wrong way around. And then you just screw it back on. So the blades are so cheap compared to buying razors, and they last ages. So if you just have like a little box of blades in the cupboard and you just swap it out I do it like every couple of months, but I don't really shave that much. Every few months? I don't know. I don't know what's normal really, but they are so inexpensive that it's worth it. And this, although it's like a bit of an investment at first, it seems a bit more expensive, obviously, because it's made of bamboo and metal. And not only that, it looks nice in your bathroom compared to a crappy plastic razor that you just then go and throw away, and then you have to keep going out and buying more. So it's time consuming. It's not good for the planet because all that plastic is going into landfill. Yeah, you're saving money because you're only going to be buying the little blades, which are so cheap. Number 1 hack, you will not regret this. And it's for anybody, wherever you shave. If you shave, wherever you shave, this is for you. And the ones I sell on my website don't come with this, but you can buy like a little stand to go with it. Ta-da! Oh, yeah, you know what I mean. That's what it looks like in your bathroom. Woo. Okay, number 1 done. Let's crack on. Swap number 2. I'm gonna go with this. Okay, so again, I think this was probably another swap that I made way back when I first started being more conscious of my choices as an individual. Instead of buying cotton pads, cotton wool that, you know, comes in those plastic bags, again, more plastic that doesn't need to go into the environment, I bought some of these and they are called cotton rounds. You can get loads in a bag. So they usually come in like a little mesh bag like this, at least the ones that I sell do. And then once you've used them to take your makeup off with, you just pop them in the bag, pop them in the wash, and then reuse them. Solution sorted. And do you know what? You don't even have to go out and buy fancy ones. If you've got like an old towel that you don't use anymore, you can like cut it up. If you're a bit crafty and handsy like that, you can cut them up, just like sew around the edges and make your own from like even old clothes, whatever's like cotton or whatever, that's like recycling, reusing, rather than going out and buying new. These particular ones are made from bamboo fibers, and you'll find that a lot of the things that you go out and buy that are like sustainable and reusable and all that, I don't know why I'm doing this because they are usually made from bamboo. And the reason that a lot of things are made from bamboo that are classed as eco-friendly is because bamboo is one of the fastest growing plants in the world. So it's a lot more sustainable than chopping down regular trees. That's why bamboo fibers are used for a lot of things. And then people think it's weird that you use bamboo like for material, but cotton is also a plant that is then made into cotton. I don't know why people think that it's weird that you use bamboo for clothing and cloths. But anyway, that's just in my brain. Okay, hack number 3. Hack number 3. Okay, stop it, Jenna, you're being a bit weird today. Okay, did I mention that the cotton rounds, again, are saving you money because you're not going out and buying them all the time, you're reusing what you have. So depending on what you use with it, that's the thing that you'll be going out and buying, whether it's micellar water or, you know, cleanser, toner, all of that. You won't have to buy the pads ever again. And you won't have to buy them in those plastic wrappers, so you're saving the planet from more plastic waste and you're saving money. Yes, that's what we want. Number 3, are we ready? A silicone baking mat. This is probably one of the best things I've ever bought. Let me show you. Ta-da! So basically this just goes in your oven instead of tin foil. So you can pop this on a baking tray. You can literally just pop it straight in the oven with like whatever you have on it, sausage rolls, vegan obviously. And yeah, and then you just give it a quick wash straight after. Don't leave it because then things end up getting stuck on it. And then you have to scrub it. You're not supposed to scrub these. You're meant to wash them with warm water and try and keep them for as long as you can. So again, you're saving yourself time because you're not having to go out to the supermarket and keep buying the same thing every month or however often you buy tin foil. You just have a bunch of these. You can have all different sizes. They come in various sizes. So big ones, small ones for your smaller trays, and reuse them over and over and over again. Ta-da! Done. Okay, that is hack. And again, you're saving money. I feel like I don't need to keep telling you you're saving money because I feel like it's quite obvious. If something is reusable, you're obviously going to save money because you're reusing that thing over and over, as opposed to buying the other thing that you had to dispose of and then go out and buy more. This is why sustainability is also money saving hacks as well. It all kind of goes hand in hand. And there's so much more I could talk about on saving money and reusing, recycling and buying things secondhand. Like I'm the type of person that buys even furniture and clothes and all that, but they are bigger conversations to be had, but are obviously very good for the planet if you can. Use what you've already got, recycle, reuse, just make do with what you have already if it's doable. Obviously there are some things that you have to go out and buy new, like new bedding, new underwear. Please don't buy used underwear unless that's your thing. I think it's just being very aware of how much you consume and how much you have to go out and buy and all these material things, and then it makes you assess like, what do we really need? Like, what do I really need in my life, in my home? What makes me happy? What brings me joy? And you just buy those things. And if you can get something that's secondhand, usually if it's pre-loved and it's like especially furniture, if it's been around a long time, there's a reason it's been around a long time, because it's been made well. My sofa and like my shelving at home, it's all so sturdy and the best quality items I've ever had, and it's because they are pre-loved. I got them on Facebook Marketplace and they have lasted me years. And then there's been times where I have bought a sofa brand new and it's just broken straight away, and it's just like, well, things aren't made to last these days, which we all already know. Things are made to break, so you have to go out and buy new. So we just can't keep on feeding that system. Okay, number 4, we're gonna go for wax wraps. So a lot of these tend to be made from beeswax, and I obviously don't buy beeswax because I'm vegan, and I'm assuming a lot of people that are watching this probably are vegan as well, or are wanting to make the most sustainable choices. So there's so many more options out there. Wax can be made from a variety of different vegetables. These are made from olive wax. You can get soy wax ones, you name it, and they come in like different sizes. So let me just explain what these are for. That would be a good start. So wax wraps are basically in place of cling film a lot of the time. So say you have a little bit of food left over, even if it's just an individual piece of food, so an avocado that you've sliced in half and you just don't want the other half yet, you can use one of the small ones, and let me just show you, just like undoes like this, and then you just wrap it round. It keeps it fresh in the fridge, or you can use the big ones to wrap around a whole plate. So basically, instead of cling film, and they're also biodegradable, so when you have used them and you don't want to use them anymore, or they've gotten a bit tatty, then you can throw them away into the compost or in your general waste, and they will biodegrade. And you can also get wax to like re-wax them, so you can just use them over and over again for years. So yeah, really good swap. I've had a lot of people come into my shop for these because they love them. So that and the silicone mats, very popular choices. Okay. Hack number 5 is reusable sanitary care. Now this is just one option, but I'm going to mention a few because this is a choice that I made again years and years ago, and I've just never looked back since. One of the best decisions I ever made. And whether a menstrual cup is for you or isn't for you, there are other options out there like these. These are reusable sanitary pads. So they usually have a little popper. Again, they're made from bamboo, and you know why. They're so nice and soft. It's like a little hug in your pants, and you basically wear them, then you rinse them off with cold water and pop them in the wash with the rest of your washing and reuse them over and over again. So that would just go around the bottom of your knickers like they would normally. And the menstrual cups, that was my first swap that I made. I use these and menstrual cups depending on my day. And menstrual cups are made from silicone, and they are just so much more comfortable once you get used to them. I think it takes a little bit of time to adjust to these things, but they're so much more comfortable. They're obviously not made, there's no microplastics in there like there is with tampons, so it's better for your body, and it holds a lot more blood, and it also gives you less chance of getting toxic shock syndrome. And again, we're not having to go out and buy every single month tampons and sanitary pads, which I think is a complete outrage anyway. Like half of the population need to be using period products, and we're having to go out and buy that every single month of every single year until we go through menopause. So imagine all that money that you spend on tampons and sanitary pads every month. Imagine just cutting that out forever and using these, or using a moon cup, or using both. And there's also period pants, which people rave about, but I've just not had a chance to use them yet, but I really want to, so I'm going to make that an aim of mine this year. Maybe let's make it next year, because we're nearly in December. There's not long left. Yeah, so next year is the time. We're going to try the period pants. But like I say, it's weird. When I go around to like my friends' houses and I see like a little tub box or drawer full of tampons and sanitary pads, I just always think to myself, oh no, why are you still buying that every month? Like, that's such a waste. It's such a waste of money, such a waste of plastic, because there's just so many options out there, and I feel like most people know about them now. So if I could encourage you to make any changes any one of these changes, it would be that one first, I think. I think that would be my top choice. Although, I obviously love them all. Lots of love to you all. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm so glad that we've had a really positive one this week. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Press the little bell thing wherever that is, and you'll get notified the next time I release a video. Yeah, appreciate the support, guys. Really do. Love ya.